It is a first alert weather night with that infamous bomb cyclone hammering western Washington right now. Tonight we are hearing countless reports of trees and power lines knocked down by the storm. This was the scene in North Seattle where a fallen tree smashed a car. Our mountain passes are also getting slammed with heavy snowfall right now. You want to avoid driving through both Snoqualmie and Stevens Pass as those blizzard conditions are only expected to worsen overnight. This is King 5 News at 11. I'm Greg Copeland. We are also learning that more than 500,000 customers in western Washington are without power right now. King 5 has team coverage all around the region for you. Coming up in a few minutes, we will have an update on the hardest hit areas, primarily on the east side, but we're going to begin with our chief meteorologist, Mike Everett, who's been tracking it all. Unpack it for us.
Hi. Well, first of all, we experienced a hurricane force wind in one part of western Washington tonight. I'll tell you about that in a moment, but we remain in first alert through the night tonight, and the top story remains that blustery, gusty wind. That's going to be into the early morning hours of Wednesday. I'll tell you exactly when it stops coming out. Power outages, and remember, if it's bad now, travel's going to be really difficult across the region first thing tomorrow morning. As Greg was just telling you, we also have whiteout conditions in the mountains. Even though the highways have been opening and closing, we're just asking people to avoid mountain travel altogether. That will improve dramatically tomorrow as well. And then on top of that, we've got king tides that have already been affecting some of the ferry crossings, but now it's making the waters across Puget Sound and especially the coast downright dangerous, where we've seen waves up to about 24 feet. The big eye-popping number tonight is a verified number coming out of the National Weather Service. Enumclaw saw a 74-mile-an-hour wind. That is the minimum threshold for a Category 1 hurricane. You think it took down some power lines and trees? You bet it did. Now, in Camino Island, we expect gusty winds, and we got them tonight, 63 miles an hour so far, but widespread. We've seen 57-mile-an-hour gusts in Federal Way, and SEA has had some travel impacts tonight, 55-mile-an-hour winds recorded there so far. Along with that, we've been seeing some bands of rain moving through, but the bigger story remains that snow that's been constant whiteout conditions in the mountains. That will improve as we go through the day tomorrow. I've got a full hour-by-hour detail, and we'll talk more about that bomb cyclone coming up.
Okay, Mike, thank you. The storm has turned deadly tonight. A woman was killed by a falling tree in a homeless encampment in Linwood. This happened off Alderwood Mall Parkway in 170th Street about 7 o'clock. Nobody else was hurt there. 2 people are in the hospital after a tree fell on a trailer in Maple Valley. This happened near 184th Street and 246th Avenue. Firefighters say it took about an hour to get one person out of the trailer. No word yet on their conditions tonight. These are just some of the dozens of calls about downed trees and power lines all across the region. Check this one out. We captured video of this massive tree that fell on a home in Sammamish. King 5's Madison Wade has been going from scene to scene tonight. Madison, tell us about what's going on right now where you are.
Greg, we are right here in between Wedgwood and Lake City. We want to show you this. A King County Metro bus smashed by a tree. This is again on 35th Avenue Northeast between 95th and 96th. We are told by witnesses that this happened so fast. They were standing outside because the buses were already not able to go down 35th because, like you already showed, there was a car that was pinned by a tree. They were stuck. So this bus right here was again stuck. The bus driver tells me he is okay. No one was on board when this happened, but people who are here in this neighborhood say how scary it was. Here with me is Raj. He lives right next door to where this happened. So Raj, what did you see and what did you hear?
It wasn't so much what I see, but I heard a big crack and a boom. It happened really quickly. Since it's dark, we couldn't really see much, but we heard the boom and we ran over from the street corner up to the bus driver, who was really shaken, and he was getting out how lucky he was. After he's just, you couldn't understand what you're looking at first.
Yeah, it's really remarkable to see something like this. What has this been like for you to be here in this neighborhood knowing a tree pinned a car and a tree is now on top of this?
Well, these trees are notorious for falling over, so I kind of expected some trees coming down. Nothing like this though. This is crazy. And with extended power outages, this is bananas.
Yeah, like you just said, Raj, the power is out. Thank you so much for your time. The power is out here in this neighborhood. A very dangerous situation. But again, the bus driver here on Route 65 is completely okay. No one was on board. But again, a very scary scene that we're seeing here. Again, we are in Wedgwood, between Wedgwood and Lake City on 35th Avenue. So the cleanup is going to continue. This road is closed. So once we learn more from King County Metro and also all the power outage updates, we'll be sure to let you know. Live tonight, Madison Wade, King 5 News. News.
All right, let's keep moving. Highway 18 is shut down in both directions until further notice between I-90 and Issaquah-Hobart Road. We're told there are multiple trees down across the roadway near Snoqualmie. No estimate for crews to get that road back open. This is a look at the PSE outage map tonight, and hopefully we can zoom in a little bit. It is truly a sea of red from Carbonado all the way up to Kenmore. 362,000 customers are in the dark there. King 5's Maddie White live in North Bend, just one of the areas hit by strong wind gusts in the Cascade foothills. Maddie.
Oh yeah, Greg, where I'm standing right now in downtown North Bend is usually the brightest and lightest part of the city, but not right now. It's pretty pitch black with the exception of that one car driving by because they are in a power outage. The entire city of North Bend is completely dark and they might not get any relief until tomorrow morning. Power is out
21 years of this.
in all of North Bend right now.
Fortunately, we did lose power.
And despite chilly winds making it feel about 20 degrees,
Looks pretty crazy, like we already can't get our other car out of the driveway.
people spending the night here are either improvising,
We got the generator ready at the house.
leaving,
We're actually heading up to Snoqualmie Ridge to stay with my girlfriend tonight.
or roughing it out. The local utility company announced they're calling off all power restoration efforts until winds die down, saying it's too dangerous for their workers.
It's dark, it's windy, it's unsafe. I don't blame them not trying to restore power right now. Like, we need to get through the night. I don't want to put anybody's, health at risk just for school or electricity, something like that.
This Snoqualmie middle schooler
They said there may be a 2-hour delay, but we don't know yet.
says she might not have to go to school on time tomorrow. Is that kind of welcome news for you?
Yes.
These high winds and debris may create dangerous driving conditions. What are you going to do with those 2 extra hours?
Sleep in.
I don't blame you. We will keep you updated here on King 5 as well as on our website and app for all of the school closures, delays, all of those details. In the meantime, Eastside Fire and Rescue, big gust, did add extra crews on the ground here tonight in North Bend as well as in Woodinville because they're worried about, dangerous conditions. So if you are home right now with power, it's important that you stay prepared, even charge your phone, make sure that if your power goes out, you're going to be okay. Reporting live in North Bend tonight, I'm Maddie White, King 5 News.
Maddie alluded to this, but with widespread outages across the region, we are already hearing about some school closures and delays. Both Kent and Marysville school districts will be 2 hours late. UW-Bothell is closed tomorrow. Bellevue College and Muckleshoot Tribal Schools have an early release. You can tune into King 5 mornings starting at 4:30 a.m. for the latest updates. A reminder, it is dangerous traveling across the mountain passes. On Snoqualmie Pass and Blewett Pass, chains are required for all vehicles except all-wheel drive. Traction tires are required on Stevens Pass and White Pass.